Delivery! Water tanks are finally here.
Water tanks!
Yes. We are going with a 75-gallon freshwater tank. It is going to be mounted under our bus. No.
Bed.
Bed in the bus. 75-gallon. Tank number 2.
Ooh! Get those boxes, we could hide in them.
Okay, I lied. This is our 75-gallon tank. This is our 65-gallon tank. This is going to be our gray water tank. This will be shimmied and shundered under the bus. Somehow we'll have to figure out. And
Shundered, that's
that
new.
Is what we are going to do today. Getting the studio situated.
This is different. We're not used to putting these under the bus.
What's tonight's objective?
Tonight's objective is we're going to be reinforcing our modifications. In order to make our gray water tank fit, we have to cut a little bit of what we got going on for cross members, some brackets. So we went ahead and made some reinforcements.
We have to get rid of 1, 2, 3 gussets. And then these, I guess you can call mini gussets of some sort. Get rid of these, get rid of those, so we have a nice clean slate. Get rid of this bumper bracket. Make room for water tanks.
More enthusiasm. Try it again. Make room for water tank!
Strangers in the night, shrouded in mystery, cloaked in fright. But I can't seem to run, my feet are too heavy. These things I've done way down my mind.
Think we did it for tonight?
What's that?
Think we did it for tonight?
What time is it?
It's 10.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna break out the welder, but I don't think so. With that rear section of the bus cleaned up and the cross members all cleared up, we can now install these. These are gonna help stiffen up and add support to those cross members where we took out those gussets. We're gonna weld this section to the main frame of the body, and then this section we're only gonna weld about 6 inches or so on the cross member because that's really all it's needed, and the rest is gonna have through bolts. So this will go up, the tank will go up to there, and then the thread rod will help sandwich the tank between the cross members and the little skid plate that we have made up. So we just gotta burn these in, and then we'll throw some paint on them, and then we'll be ready for the tank and skid plate.
I can't tell you, 'cause I don't know. 'Cause my passion left me long ago. Closer than before, my fantasy haunts me. My vision is pure. Like a bad dream, suffering, making the same mistake. Where will I learn? Where will I break?
Turns out, little Hobart welder does not like to run on an extension cord. Just gonna have to run to the shop and burn it in really quick because this thing is not doing it. So we'll be back with some nicer welds. All right, the brackets are all welded up. It makes a big difference when you have an actual good welder. That little Hobart just wasn't doing it. It really should do it, but running off the extension cord that I had to run, it didn't have enough power. Welding with a good welder versus booger snot. These brackets serve multiple functions, so they will help gusset this cross member to the main cross member. They also serve as a tie-in for the side skirt here, so this has a lot of rigidity, all while creating space between the side skirt and the frame for our water tank. This third brace, we had to leave out this 1 foot tie-in to the side skirt because, well, these two are going to be strong enough. Did not plan ahead with our shore power hookup, so it actually is in the way of that brace. But it's no big deal. The tank is going to still fit between the frame and the wires of this shore power. We're going to throw some paint on it and we're going to start drilling some holes.
Reality is fading, no commiserating. Strangers got me up against the wall. 2, 3, 4.
We're using a beautiful hammered look for all your hammered needs.
I promise we're not hammered.
I was gonna say, not wearing a mask like that. The two bus builders went to go build their bus. And then they realized they had the wrong course. Not. It's crazy. Very scary.
It's Halloween, almost.
Spooky time.
Our threaded rod, this right here, is a 1/2 inch 24 thread pitch, and we got nuts that are 1/2 inch 20. We had 2 nuts already, and those just so happen to be the right sizes. That's why there's 2 rods just hung. We were under here putting the thread rod and all that stuff, and we're like, huh, our tanks aren't gonna fit underneath the bumper or the side skirt without jacking it up.
It's true. We're gonna have to just give her a little lift, just a little raise, so we can sneak it under.
'Cause my passion left me long ago.
Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't stick down too far, a couple inches.
So look at her rusty bumper. We're working on that.
We made a simple, very basic skid plate mounting system for the tank. Just a flat plate with 1-inch lips on either side. 4 mounting locations. I think it'll work great.
Bent up by yours truly. Hi guys. We're good.
Final order of business. Mount our freshwater tank. The 65-gallon gray water tank is mounted. But our 75 needs a place to live, and, well, that's where it's going to go right there. We need to locate our placement for our eyelets, and we need to drill some holes through the floor, and then we're going to use some ratchet straps to secure them to the ground. Keep it very simple, but effective.
Home Depot ratchet straps and some hardware.
After we locate the holes, we want to make sure that when we drill through the floor, we're not going to hit anything important, such as wires, brake lines, fuel tanks, whatever, cross members. We're all under there and get a rough measurement of where these are going to poke through. If we're clear, we'll pop the holes, bolt them up, call it good. Came with non-locking nuts. We're going to be substituting them with nylock nuts, so that way we don't need lock washers and they won't back off from all the vibrations from driving. We didn't end up getting ratchet straps, we ended up getting cam buckle tie downs. Pull, cinch type tie down.
Please assist somebody else's ratchet before you assist your own. Or wait, you're for yours before anyone else's.
This will be more than adequate. 500-pound working load each,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be plenty of hold down.
Plenty strong. And hooks right in.
That basically wraps it up for the mounting of the tanks itself. Gray water tank we'll have to fine tune forward and backwards just to make sure that we have enough room for the plumbing when we actually do the plumbing.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to trim the excess threads that hang down that we don't need. Freshwater tank, we're gonna edge the tank with pieces of wood.
So basically we're probably going to use some 1x2s, just this length, and shape out our water tanks just in the bottom, just to kind of give it a little extra protection from wiggling back and forth. Side to side, not so much, back and forth. That could be a thing. So we're going to make sure we don't have 600 pounds of water rolling around with possibly our battery bank and all this other good stuff underneath our tanks.
And we know because we did the math.
We know because we did the math. I think it's going to work out just fine.
Close out.
Goodbye. Bye, have a good time.